At first glance, private property appears as a rugged natural scene, dominated by an arch or bridge, steep cliffs, and distant snow-capped peaks. Yet, upon closer examination, hidden figures emerge, spectral faces, entangled bodies, and an enigmatic masked figure to the right. The mask adds an element of concealment and performance, suggesting secrecy, surveillance, or an intrusion upon something meant to be unseen. The use of organic forms to construct hidden faces echoes the themes of pareidolia, where human perception seeks meaning within randomness. The ambiguity of the masked figure, observer or intruder, guardian or trespasser, invites the viewer to question their own place in the scene. The concept of private property is an illusion in Zen thought. The land, the water, the mountains, these exist beyond human claims. To declare ownership over nature is to resist the impermanence of all things. In Zen, true possession is non-attachment. One does not own the river, yet one can experience it fully. The painting's hidden images resonate with the Zen idea that reality is multi-layered. Just as the viewer must pause to see beyond the initial landscape, Zen teaches that enlightenment requires looking beyond surface appearances. The masked figure might symbolize the ego, the illusion of self that guards its perceived possessions. Yet, like a mask, the self is but a temporary covering over the vast, ever-changing flow of existence. The Great Way has no gate, yet thousands of paths enter it. This waterfall, this passage, who can truly say it belongs to them? This painting aligns with hexagram 39, obstruction, hardship, which speaks of a difficult path, a blocked way, or a situation requiring patience and inner strength. The masked figure and the rugged terrain suggest a boundary, physical or psychological, that cannot be crossed easily. The I Ching advises that when faced with obstruction, one must pause, reflect, and seek an alternate path, rather than forcefully pushing forward. The figures hidden within the cliffs might represent past struggles, warnings, or lessons embedded in the land itself. If property is a rigid human construct, then nature, ever-changing, uncontrollable, defies ownership. The masked figure, whether guarding or intruding, is ultimately powerless against the flow of the Tao. We interpret this painting as a confrontation with constructed meaning. Private property is not merely about land, it is about identity, possession, and exclusion. The mask suggests the role-playing we engage in when we claim authority over space, whether physical or conceptual. What do we truly own? Can we own an experience, a moment, a relationship? The ghostly faces embedded in the landscape might represent histories of ownership and loss, those who once claimed dominion, only to be forgotten. We ask, if all is transient, what is worth protecting? We appreciate the painting's rawness, its chaotic textures, its layered meanings. The way the landscape merges with hidden imagery suggests a deep creative intuition at play. Much like how music emerges from a blending of distinct yet overlapping sounds, art, like nature, resists confinement. To define it too rigidly is to miss its essence. Private property asks the viewer to break free from conventional perception and embrace the multiplicity of meaning. The philosopher would likely see this painting as an invitation to examine how we define boundaries between self and other, between past and present. If private property is a claim to separation, then this artwork dissolves that boundary, revealing interconnectedness beneath. The hidden images in private property engage the mind's tendency to seek patterns within randomness. Faces, figures, meanings appear where none were explicitly placed, revealing the brain's need to impose structure upon ambiguity. The presence of pareidolia suggests that reality is not merely what is, but also what we perceive it to be. This aligns with the philosophical themes of the painting: ownership, control, identity. Each is a construct shaped by perception. At its core, private property is a meditation on boundaries, both real and imagined. It challenges the viewer to reconsider what is truly theirs and what is merely borrowed for a time. The water flows beyond possession. The hidden faces whisper forgotten stories. The mask conceals, yet reveals. What do we hold on to that we cannot keep? Reflect on something you consider yours, a space, an idea, a title. Now ask, is this truly mine, or is it something passing through me? Like the water in this painting, everything eventually moves beyond your grasp. The challenge is not to hold on, but to witness it fully while it remains.